Welcome everyone to Cinema Regulars, the movie review show where we see so many movies in theaters that the employees know us by name, and they don't ask us what movies we're seeing, they ask us how many. Now today, for the first movie up, we have a full house here tonight. We have every single person part of the channel in the podcast tonight. We have myself and Isaac as always, but we are also joined by Merrick, Tennyson, Alex, and Taylor. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Woohoo!
the Sinister
Howdy.
Six.
The Sinister
Sinister
Six,
Six.
indeed. And what a sinister film that we're reviewing today.
True.
Oh yes.
So they will all be
Yep.
joining us for the first movie and the first movie only. Isaac and I will be taking the realm for the last two. But we will all be here to start us off with none other than the infamous Minecraft movie. Yes, we all
Not-
went to go
Not
see
the
it. and
Minecraft movie.
What a
The
A
Minecraft
Minecraft
movie.
movie.
Minecraft.
A Minecraft movie.
it's just A.
Just
It's
a
not
Minecraft.
the one. It's
It's
just
not the one. It's just
This
a
is one of them.
This is one of them. Which
There could be more.
don't say that.
One of
I don't
many,
want that.
maybe.
Going to be more.
Don't
Minecraft
speak
gonna
that
be
in the
more.
ether.
We will then be moving on to the newest Blumhouse movie, A Woman in
The Yard. Or is it The Woman in the Yard?
I don't know.
Woman
It's
in the
the
Yard.
woman in the yard. I saw it.
The Woman in the Yard?
You did.
You did?
Yes.
Would you like to join us, Taylor?
Wait, yeah, kinda.
Cool.
Yeah, you can join.
Yay!
Newly arisen information has informed me that Taylor will be joining us for our next movie, The Woman in the Yard.
Get her out of the yard!
Get her out of the yard.
Get her out of that
And then Isaac and I will be wrapping up the podcast at the end with the newest Jason Statham movie, Beekeeper 2. I mean, a working man.
Beekeeper 2 would have been more hype, honestly.
Anyways, guys, be sure to subscribe because it really helps us out, and be sure to use the timestamps in the description below to skip around to your favorite movie, or just jump straight to the rankings if that's all you care about. And without further ado, let's get this going into our very first film, a Minecraft movie. Isaac, take us away.
A mysterious portal pulls four misfits into the overworld, a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master the terrain while embarking on a magical quest with an unexpected crafter named Steve.
Wow.
As
I
Now,
portrayed
we've
by Jack
all-
am
Black.
Steve.
Guys, take a couple seconds to get it all out of your system.
Chicken
Chicken
jockey.
jockey.
Coming in hot!
Chicken Jack.
Chicken
Madonna.
Sound of
Diamonds.
music.
Go red one.
Oh, red one!
Yes.
Vincent Steel.
Slime
Time cube.
They're the villagers. They love crushing
They
loaves.
love
They
crush
love-
and loaf.
Come
They
to
love
the
gross
world.
and low.
They love crush and loaf.
Honestly, that is unironically the best line of the fucking movie.
It's true.
They love.
He said it with
Crush and
no, like, what
It's
prompted him to say
Oh,
that?
we forgot.
Like,
we also forgot the
Love
la 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 lava
thing.
chicken.
Chicken.
Oh my gosh.
all right. Let's
All right.
get the few compliments out of the way.
Taylor, start with yours
Uh,
because I know you have a very, very like definite one. Oh shit.
Oh, guys. Dennis was so cute! He was so square!
It is.
he really
He
was.
he was actually the highlight.
The dog
film.
was
Yeah,
very
Dennis-
cute.
MVP of the movie.
He really was. He made the movie happen, realistically.
True.
It's
If
true.
not for
Couldn't have done it
him, we
without
would
him.
not have a Minecraft movie.
Good thing.
Not that we wanted
Thing
one.
Steve
It's true. We did not
found
need
the
it.
dog.
They
True.
did.
Woof, Bork, even.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I
oh,
thought
go
that
ahead.
I thought that the CGI quality itself was very good, and like all the set design, like all the the physical Minecraft props that they made. Like in the beginning of the movie, you see Jack Black in like the pink wool house, and like the blocks of it looked really good. Like I think the whole like set design and props department did a very good job. It's just like that some of the designs were very bad, specifically
Like
the
the monster
zombies.
design. Yeah.
Yeah, the zombies
Ugh.
were really bad.
They were
The
nasty.
creeper, I don't like him fuzzy. That doesn't make any sense. Whether that's hair,
Yeah.
fur, or grass, it doesn't
I
make
liked
any
him
sense.
hollow, though. I thought them being hollow was a cool idea.
It's an interesting take, yeah, I guess.
But that ender pearl looks scrumptious, though.
Did
True.
Truth.
The diamond,
Take a big old
the
munch.
diamond weapons,
Big
they look,
old red
they
ones.
look like blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers. Ooh.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Merrick wanted
Yeah.
to eat that sword.
I did. Or I did too, I should say.
I really
Y'all
like.
taking a page out of my book with eating and biting stuff.
Yeah. I
Right, but you want to
you're
bite animals.
Okay, but
You want to bite stuff that looks like candy.
I mean, I really,
Yeah.
really want to like grab one of the big giant bees and just like give it a hug because they look so fuzzy.
yeah, and then it stings you and it dies.
Nah, the mic.
True.
Nah,
It's
it'll
true.
be fine. No,
Like-
Minecraft ones.
Minecraft.
Minecraft bees don't die when they sting you. They're fine.
Yeah, they
They
do.
just attack. They just attack you relentlessly.
They do.
That is that is how bees in real life work.
In real life, even. Okay. Let's get it all out of the way. Memes aside, jokes aside, irony aside, everyone knows that this movie is terrible.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
horrible film. It's got
It
like
was
no.
good.
It's got like the barest of plots. It's got
There was plot.
no character development,
So
and
this is the thing, right? So
yeah,
you're trying to base a movie off of a game that does not have a plot. That's your first problem.
well,
This is true.
not a necessary plot because I mean there is like a overarching like goal and like, and if you get really
Yeah.
down deep into it, apparently there's lore somewhere.
But the thing is
They
that
don't
like you can't
mention
like
any of
the lore and like whatever this like the overarching plot is obviously like build stuff, thrive, kill the Ender
Well, let's-
Dragon, right? You can't fit that
Yeah.
into an hour and a
Well,
half
let's
movie.
put it this way. It's a good example of a way to make like story and plot happen with Minecraft is Minecraft story mode. Like you can make shit in
Right.
Minecraft. You can make adventure stories in Minecraft and make it good. Like I've watched videos of the Minecraft story mode. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. I thought that it was good. Like arguably better. No, definitely better than the movie.
Yeah.
But like you can.
A lot of
There's
things are better
so many
than the movie.
stories you can make for this. It's just, I think the thing they were trying to do was make this like they were leaning too far into the fact that this is Minecraft. Like they were so afraid of making a movie that was just like a normal movie but just set in Minecraft that they just threw a bunch of Minecraft references together to make a movie.
Well,
No, I think that they
well,
didn't
there's
lean into the Minecraft of it enough because like you didn't actually get to do any exploration of it. The entire movie was
Yeah.
just Jack Black moving from location to location and just explaining like game mechanics.
True.
yeah,
This
it
is
was
the redstone.
Yeah.
This is how it makes stuff go. Here's how redstone works. Like within the first 5 minutes of the movie, he's already explained like how to build a house and like how nether portals work and how to tame a dog. It's
I
like
will say
trying to like catch all the
Even though,
parents
like-
up on game mechanics.
I was gonna say that all the people who go to this movie obviously know all of that anyway.
exactly. Like
Right.
I like the
Except for grandma
like
and grandpa.
literally
right.
the
Cookies.
Who are
closest
probably asleep anyway.
the closest reaction that you can have besides, general disgust at this movie is like the I do that. Like, like the where it's just like,
Scream Chicken Jockey and
yeah,
Oh
I
my
do
god,
now.
going at the
Yeah.
you
screen.
now, like, yeah, the movie generated a lot of memes, but not because it's good, just because it's stupid.
no, because it's bad.
Well,
It's got the Morbius effect.
It's
So-
the experience. That's why
made many-
I enjoyed it so much, was because of the experience.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
honestly, like a very good description of the actual movie itself that I saw somebody say was it's basically an hour and a half of Jack Black showing you his Minecraft world.
yeah, really,
Pretty
that's
much.
really what it is.
Which-
Pretty much. I always described it more as like it's the Jack Black movie with special guest star Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
Also true. Those two,
Jason
I, like,
Momoa should have been Steve. He should have.
Well, like
Man.
go back 5
Man.
years
It wouldn't
ago
have
to
been
when
that
this
funny.
was first like
Like,
talked
yeah.
about, and it just said like Jason Momoa signed on for Minecraft movie, and we're like, oh, cool. So it's gonna be like this big, like strong guy lifting blocks of wood and building shit and doing whatever.
no washed out 80s video
Nope.
game star.
Nope, he's fucking Garrett Bobby Ferguson, and Jack Black of all people is Steve.
Yeah.
It,
Oh,
it
bro,
was such an odd
They
casting.
They spent fuck all time on him. Like you just have to accept the fact that as a child he yearned for the mines, and then he didn't.
What do you mean? He told you his entire life story. There's nothing more
As
to
a
tell.
child-
He started
Right.
making Minecraft stuff with his lunch, like blocks
Yeah, dude,
out
he
of
Right.
said
his lunch.
as a kid he yearned for the mines, and then he couldn't go to the mines, so he grew up and he was sad, and then he remembered the mines,
The,
and
that
then
he
he went
once
back.
yearned for.
The end.
Right.
And then-
And the
yeah.
thing is that they had to write that themselves because this motherfucker has no lore in the actual game, as I said before.
Yeah, they had to take a whole 8 minutes out of their day to write that from scratch, Isaac.
Oh my god,
I
they
don't
took
think-
20 minutes out of the movie to get to the Minecraft.
That was my thing. It's like literally, I
Duke,
looked over to
The old Iron Man.
Kellen, looked at me, and he was like, "Can we get to Minecraft, please?
Oh, he told me too.
Minecraft?
Can we mine and
I
craft?
just feel
It's
like
true.
Can
those,
we be placing
I
blocks
think
and
that
shit
those
because we're in
kids and
fucking
stuff-
Minecraft?
and fucking Minecraft. I feel
Listen.
like those kids were so unnecessary too. Like we did
Yeah.
not
Speaking
need
of
them.
which,
Well,
I do
okay.
not believe for
It's-
one singular second that woman is an actual adult. That whatever the
You mean?
sister
Oh, the
is.
girl?
Oh, the sister. Yeah, no, I thought when the trailer
Not
came out,
kids?
I thought that was like gonna be his classmate or his love interest or whatever, because they looked the exact same age. And then she's immediately just like driving a car, and I thought that was weird. She's like, you know how mom died,
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, they're siblings. Okay, so
Cool.
then what the
but
fuck is
I'm
going
like,
on here?
you are 16 at most. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why are they living on their own?
their mom
Yeah,
died.
Their mom-
died.
Well,
Mom,
That was
true.
explained.
Yeah.
Fun fact, by the way, that woman, that
Yeah.
fun fact though, that girl is 23 years old.
Not
Not
true.
true. Not true.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the actress is 23.
She's
Not
older
true.
than me,
Not
bro.
true.
oh,
Not true. Yeah.
I will say
Speaking of,
this.
no, go ahead,
Oh.
Alex.
So, say what you want about Jack Black and Jason Momoa in this movie. They were the only reason I was actually watching the movie because every other character is so, like, I don't care.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
was gonna bring up. Is that like it? That's why I said it's the Jack Black movie with special guest star Jason Momoa, because they just like ate up all the screen time and left none for anyone else. So the
They did-
main character kid, like that little boy
Yeah.
had like no character growth. He had like no arc. He was like a completely flat, static character. If you
I don't
remember
even
about
remember
And
his name.
annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He was annoying.
Dave.
I hate
Dave was
hated
his name? I would have remembered.
No.
his name?
I don't
Henry.
remember his name.
Henry, because they kept calling him
Yeah, it's
Hank.
Hank.
Jason
Right.
Momoa kept calling him Hank. Me and Hank.
The
Henry.
girl, I know her name is Natalie, but
Her
Yeah.
name is Natalie, right? And then the real estate agent lady who had zero purpose in this movie.
Yeah.
She
Had
had
a
no
B
business
plot.
being here. She had no business.
Why are we
They-
putting B plots in my fucking movie?
There's literally, if you had gotten rid of her character, the movie would be exactly the same.
Yeah.
The stuff that she does to help out, just have Natalie do it, dude.
Exactly.
So
She
And it would be
But
exactly
we-
the same.
we
She's
need to
not-
have.
The only reason, need I remind you, the only reason she's in this movie is because the sister tried to call her brother and he didn't answer his phone, so she thought he was missing. And instead of calling the police, she called her real estate agent.
who has 15 side hustles.
Oh, right, that was her character trait.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Her character
Yeah.
trait is that she had a llama in her car. That's it.
Also true.
And then she said, "What the hell?" That was also a character trait.
Yeah.
of mine.
True.
That was
True.
really funny.
There's just so
Um,
much random shit in this movie.
It was all over the place. I mean,
Oh.
it did have like a central plot, and I felt like they tried to
I-
stick to that. It was
was
just
a-
it was
was a-
silly.
It was a really bare bones plot, though.
Right, kill the bad guy, get the MacGuffin, and save the day. Right,
Exactly.
Yeah.
pretty bare bones.
But so that was the other thing, is that they did not need to split everyone up either. Like, because I'm sorry,
Oh,
I'm just gonna call it like I see it. They split them up solely so they could have like a girl power thing with Natalie and Dawn. Like, that's the whole
Did
reason.
they? Because it didn't
It
work.
didn't work. No, but they had to
didn't
have, you know,
work, 'cause I was like,
women
what are they
don't need
doing?
the
They
guys.
had no development. Period.
It was
They
they,
did
they were
not
just
kill
talking
that
about how
zombie.
hard it is to, be.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
it's
it.
hard to be an
Well,
adult. You think I want 15 side hustles, and
Yeah.
then they just punch a
By
zombie.
the
with
way,
someone
Well,
else's
so-
face.
while there was like
By the way,
a
they don't do
comedy in
anything.
the background.
By the way,
They don't do anything.
so you were talking earlier about how they're like, it's Jack Black explaining Minecraft mechanics, but like, do they understand how some of it works? Cause like,
No.
Jack Black, Steve sucks at Minecraft. I will say this every
Sure.
time, like, it comes up. Dude sucks. I hate it so much. Cause like, he does the Ender Pearl thing, and he throws it, and he's like, and that's the only one I had. I almost died fighting an Enderman to get it.
How?
And I'm sitting here like, bro has at least two Elytra, presumably 3, because he said he thought he grabbed 3. So like,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
bro,
Welcome back.
Hold
Oh,
Come back.
oh, wait.
has Kellen returned to the living?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Bro, like, so he's at least beaten the Ender Dragon at least twice to get this, but he
No,
has
it-
only one Ender Pearl, and it's not even like he used all the other ones. Like, the way he says it implies that he only has the one. He has only ever collected the one Ender Pearl.
You only need to beat.
I was about to give him the benefit of the doubt because I was like, well, maybe he does.
He said, I almost died fighting
Yeah.
one to get it, but like that doesn't mean that's his first time encountering one.
Fair enough.
Bro
I mean,
isn't
he
smart
had to
enough
get
put a
more
block
to get
above
that
his head.
Eyes of Ender.
You're right,
True.
Mo. You're right. Well, nah, because he can't, because, you know, he's already, like, freaking 3 blocks high.
Yeah.
Because they did that. They didn't freaking matter,
Enderman's
like, the
still
block
taller.
sizes. Yeah, like,
They changed the block sizes to be roughly 2 feet by 2 feet.
yeah.
There was a whole unnecessary game theory video about it, and it was like the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Also, like, they're trying to show off Minecraft but they have stuff in the movie that is like physically impossible to make in Minecraft. Bro had a functioning Ferris wheel.
Mhm.
No, I thought you meant the tater tot launcher, and the
I mean,
That's
that
because he
Oh my God.
crafted it with real life stuff instead of
Yeah.
Minecraft stuff.
Yeah,
And
that
the-
was dumb as fuck.
was
the
stupid.
fucking swift golem.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got.
I mean, let's be real. The Swift Golem was kind of
Hey,
cool.
I would take a Swift
That's true.
golem like
Any golem.
day. Any golem. Give me a shit golem. I'll
Please.
use it. I don't care.
They need to
The
add
mud
more
golem.
Shit
golems.
Golem.
The slime cube, where he puts on the slime cube and bounces. Can't do that in Minecraft.
Also, bro
The
just
water bucket
carries slime
released.
cubes.
Water bucket release.
Bro just carries slime blocks on him.
That one's real.
Why?
Steve-
Why does he have slime blocks on him?
Steve's hotbar is wild.
Real.
True.
It's true though.
The water bucket release, you wouldn't be able to put the water on the ground from that high up in game.
No.
It's true.
Going
true.
through the mine, with the mine cart. Like, oh, this is my creeper farm. It's not a creeper farm.
But
That's
diamonds.
just a cave with just creepers for some reason. That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
how creepers work. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
It's my
They just
cryptid
blow up.
cave.
You don't need to hit
Yeah,
them at
yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
they changed how the creepers work for
That
the
was
movie.
stupid because it's not even. I mean, you brought up a cool thing when we were talking about it, that they made it like a, or maybe it was Alex. But
was me.
they made it like a self-defense mechanism. Like
Yeah.
they made you feel sympathy for creepers, which are like arguably one of the most hated creatures in Minecraft.
Yeah, because
That's
instead
because
of like
they're pure
actively
evil.
going up and exploding your shit while you're working or just blowing your ass up out of nowhere, like they just walk up to you and they're like, oh, well, like they're curious, and then you have to hit them first and then they blow up.
I speak from experience is that the front yard of my house in my actual Minecraft world has about like a 5-foot hole in the front of it because a creeper just continuously blows up that area. Satanic ass creatures.
We could make a
Real.
better Minecraft movie.
We could.
We
Good.
probably could. I've seen how you guys do stuff. You absolutely could.
True. Mo is a wizard.
The
so...
Redstone movie.
Mo is a wizard, so we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably use Redstone to write the movie for you.
Mo could do the whole Mo could do the whole adjust shoot frame thing from iCarly with
Stop
Yeah.
motion in Minecraft.
yeah, stop motion.
Adjust
You
shoot
use, like,
frame.
adjust.
What the
Sports
fuck is
drink.
it called? What the fuck is it called? Machinima, where you like just record in game.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
still have
machinima.
that?
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
do that.
it's not exactly too much of a thing anymore, but yeah, it's like Red vs. Blue and
Yeah.
RB and the Chief. stuff
Well,
like
right,
that.
but there's a way to like record, like
We could make a
camera-wise
better
in-game that we
Minecraft
could do.
movie.
Oh,
in
you just
Minecraft.
yeah, you just turn off the HUD. That's all you got to do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
anybody
tell Jack
have
Black he'll get sad.
anybody have any other comments?
It's just
I'm trying to
it's
think.
really disappointing how badly Hollywood fumbles popular things, or even more than that, like just things that could be big, like they could be huge, and they could have like a long franchise, but they keep fucking it up. I speak this from experience of the several fandoms that I have been a part of in my life when they like try to adapt a book I really, really like to a movie and they fuck it up every time. Literally every time. Like it's
Those are trying to make it to everybody.
It's-
That's the
that's the
problem that they
problem.
keep
You-
having.
you need to
But I
stop
think-
making, if you're gonna adapt something, adapt it for the fans of the thing that you are that it is. Do not try and make a movie for everyone. If you're gonna adapt anything, it needs to be for the people that are the reason it's popular enough to make a movie. Like,
Well, so no, I think the difference between like this and the Borderlands movie is that the people who made the Minecraft movie actually like played the game and understood the mechanics. I mean, that was
yeah,
fairly
evident.
portrayed throughout the movie, but
Used
it
the
was
source material.
it was the writing
Mm.
process that was really holding it back, because they had like all these characters and like none of them did anything. They were just there to faff about in the Minecraft world. There were literal plot points that were just dead ends
Yeah.
because there was the sister like complaining like to Steve like, oh, he gets bullied and then he blows up the fucking chip mascot and whatever. And then he's like overhearing and he's like, well, maybe I should just stay here then. And then he runs away mad at her and she's like, no, come back. And then that goes nowhere.
That literally
He
is
doesn't-
resolved
There's no
off
hesitation.
screen.
There's
Like,
no hesitation of him wanting to stay in Minecraft. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's one of the first people to go back to the real world when they're all saying goodbye.
Yeah.
He's got no I want to stay here. He's got nothing to let his creativity flourish. Like that plot point was like just brought to an end.
also,
Well, Jack Black had more of an
it
arc
was-
in terms of that than the main
And
character.
not even
Also-
the only thing that changed is that he just gave his dog to somebody else. But like the other thing that like really got me that they set up was Jason Momoa like leading them down the other way to go get the diamonds to save his business, and like kind of betraying the kid because he stole the cube from him, and he was just like blackmailing Jack Black,
Right.
and then when the kid finds out, he's like, wow, you're so selfish. And he's like, my business is failing. Yeah, I lied to you, whatever. And then
Nothing.
that's just over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and they're just kind of like chill.
I was
Like,
Kid's
why?
mad at him for like one more
and then
sentence.
and then Jack Black
And
and,
then they
Jason,
just
and then Jack Black and Jason Momoa start a band, and then they also make a video game.
And then they're like, Vindicators.
Indicators. I don't know.
They make Battle Block Theater or whatever the fuck it was called.
They had all the
Block
setups
World
for
Battle
like,
Buddies.
character development or
Also-
like internal conflict amongst them, and then just like didn't do
So-
anything with it. They're just like, never
so
mind.
Steve like goes
Right.
back, like in the end credits thing where Steve like goes back to his house and Alex is there. I don't even really give a shit about Alex. I'm sitting here thinking about the fact that Steve is going to prison, right? Because according to the IRS, he hasn't paid taxes in fucking years.
This
Hasn't collected
fucking
an
guy.
income in years.
Why are
What
we
would he
thinking
collect
about
taxes
that
on?
in the middle at the end of our fucking Minecraft movie?
What would he pay
Isaac?
taxes on? He hasn't had an income.
Bro,
He hasn't
bro hasn't
bought
existed on this
anything.
plane of reality for years.
He could have just stayed in Minecraft world.
Like,
just
I'm
saying.
just saying there's almost 0 point in him coming back. Like,
There's
they
not.
they didn't
Evil wizard.
they
Whatever the
didn't even
fuck's
like
in his
preface
box.
it either. Like, they just kind of threw that in right at the end.
Diamonds.
They did not build up to a thing of like, oh, you're missing out on stuff in the real world. No, they literally threw that in at the last minute.
Yeah, they didn't tell him about
Ooh.
like anything of like what's actually been going on in the past like 40 years
She
since
said
he's
the
been in
chip
there.
blew up, and that's it.
Assuming he
Cuban-
even knows who the chip is. When did that business get started?
The Cuban Missile Crisis happened at some point.
That's true.
He just gets
Does
back.
Steve know about
Yeah, he's just
9/11?
like
He might not.
he just comes back and he's like, "Hey, why are they wearing a mask? Did something happen?"
I've always wanted
Don't
to go
worry.
see the Twin Towers.
You know, the Twin Towers.
happened
how
to
were
Where
they?
at,
I
though?
tell
I
'em.
like those.
Wow.
When bro went in,
Hey.
we just left Vietnam. Like, what the fuck?
Man, I can't wait to say hi to Dr. Martin Luther. Oh.
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 Guys, how come they're not running reruns of Bill Cosby Show?
Oh.
Oh.
Ah, man, I'll start to lose weight just like Jared from Subway.
Oh.
Might be a little early
That
for
should
that
be
one.
the entirety of the Minecraft movie too, is Steve readjusting to society.
Please.
And there's no Minecraft.
Please.
There's no Minecraft.
Bro has
Another
zero
Minecraft
marketable
movie.
skills. He has no marketable skills.
He can mine and he can craft.
Only when they're
What's
only
Minecraft?
when they're in
Minecraft.
block form.
He would
Yeah, we
be a
forgot to mention
fucking
that. They
star in the cobalt mines, Isaac.
I was gonna say they literally fucking let's Minecraft at some point during this movie.
They did.
Also,
We forgot to mention that.
Also, the other thing is that if that fucking black lady's petting zoo that she comes back when she has Dennis gets anywhere near big enough, Dennis is absolutely getting fucking kidnapped by some government agency and be like, what the fuck is
Dennis
this
is
thing?
getting-
It must be
Don't-
dissected.
Don't imply Dennis's dissection in front of Taylor,
I'm
please.
not.
Oh.
I'm not
I
implying a
am the
Sorry.
government that kidnapped Dennis. That would be
I'm
me.
not implying a
True.
dissection, but they're gonna study this thing. It's a fucking cube-shaped dog. What the hell? It's a dog made out of cubes.
Leave him
Hey,
be.
hold.
Leave him be.
Leave him be.
He's
He's
adorable.
vain.
What
Yes,
more
he
could
does not look
possibly-
like a dog.
He's been
What
in
Yeah,
the
he does.
Earth
Wolf.
world.
If you took a really
Okay.
fluffy dog, like a Samoyed or something, and you shaved it to be block shape, it could be block shape.
So here's the thing to your
It's
point,
true.
Mo, is that yes, he has been in the world, but he's just been kind of like in the wilderness and just
They
keeping
still
an eye on
could
the
have
cube.
found him.
True.
True.
Also, that was
I
another thing
understand.
that confused me. I didn't understand. Why did Dennis turn back into a feral dog? Into a feral wolf? Like, why
because
does she have to?
Does that happen
why-
when the
Why
owner
did
dies?
she have to?
She
tame
lost
him
the
again?
collar.
No. You know what happened? I know what
What?
happened. Music made him lose control.
Oh, speaking of
That's
music,
true.
every single time Jack Black
La, la,
started
la,
singing in this
lava.
movie, I wanted to hurt myself and him.
Chicken.
I'm so glad you
Chicken.
brought up the music because I've been sitting on this since I've seen it. Jack Black's intro sequence, right, when he shows up and introduces himself to the group, he shows up at night and starts beating the shit out of all the zombies,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's supposed to be this big
Mhm.
badass moment. I couldn't help but think that Lil Boo Thang was not the correct song choice
Yeah.
for
Real?
no.
It
beating
was
up
so
zombies.
weird.
You know, the song exclusively used to sell White Claws and advertisements.
Real?
Oh, wait,
True.
I'm glad you actually brought that up because there was something that bugged the fuck out of me. So, this movie got the licensing rights to Minecraft, right?
Yes.
It did.
So, why the fuck is the only song that is actually from Minecraft that is in this movie is the stupid fucking overworld theme? Like the song that's actually called Minecraft. Why is that the only song from the
Merrick's
actual
about to
game?
One
Actually,
more.
Merrick's about to actually.
Actually, there's another song that's in there. There's two
Okay, enlighten
songs.
me.
There's two songs total from Minecraft that end up in the Minecraft movie. The second one is Pig Step that they added in the Nether update that played in the Nether's Got Talent scene.
Oh
They're flashing
yeah.
back.
Oh,
Big step.
Villain is
Yeah.
evil.
Right.
If they
Okay.
could just take any of the songs and put them in the background to make this world seem less of a
like, bro,
sterile void.
Cat is right there.
Real.
That's literally the best song in Minecraft, and the Amethyst song.
Dude. Also, I forgot to
The-
nitpick at the game mechanics for one more thing because it's something I've been bringing up to everyone I've been talking about it. Every single skeleton has an enchanted bow. Every single one
Yeah.
that spawns in has an enchanted, not just
Ooh.
enchanted,
Specifically
enchanted with
enchanted
flame.
with flame.
All of them enchanted with flame. All of them.
Yeah, it's because they're playing on hard mode.
And
And
none of
nobody
the-
decided to pick
At
them up.
least
And none of the zombies
Exactly.
spawn with armor
Right?
at all. None of them. Evan?
all right, calm down, okay, Mr. Nitpick. I'm actually glad that they enchanted the bows because they absolutely could have just had them shot flaming arrows with the bows looking normal, and it's
True.
like they don't shoot flaming bows, and
True.
then but they made it enchanted, so it's like, oh, okay, they
Yeah,
paid
that
attention
That
to
is
that.
fair.
The odds of that happening in the game are not possible, but like
It's nice that they at least paid
like
attention
they
to it.
made it, because obviously if they were just shooting regular arrows at them at night, it's not gonna look good. So
Fair.
from a movie perspective, I understand why they did that, and at the very least they made it so that it's explainable.
Fair.
Speaking of
Not to mention, like the skeletons actually looked halfway decent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
uh,
they looked mid.
speaking
Their
of
faces were weird, but
speaking
Okay.
of not
go ahead,
being
Merrick.
statistically possible in game, every sheep was pink.
Every sheep
Yeah.
was pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the rarest color, right?
Yeah.
That
It is.
that implies
Yep.
two things. Either they just wanted the pink sheep, or Steve went around systematically turning every sheep pink.
And then proceeding to
would've
make a
needed to
pink
for
wall
house.
house, which is a huge flex.
Big house.
True.
Pink house.
Pink
Big
house.
I had to do it.
Big old red
big
ones.
old red ones. Shroom
red.
house.
I will tell you this: the shroom texture that was in the movie did not look good because it was literally just chewed up paper on fucking.
Well,
A
no, it
red
looked
background.
like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like they had the red like plastic mushrooms and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
the whipped cream on top, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is-
yeah, they were kind of like that.
It looked like little globs of shaving cream on the red blocks.
It
I
did.
do have to say, my favorite fact about the Minecraft movie is that in its first opening weekend, just domestically, it made just shy of like, I think it was like just over $10 million less than Snow White has earned globally during its entire runtime.
It has made so much money in the box
is-
office, which I think is hilarious.
That's true. All right.
Which means it's getting a sequel.
Well, see, here's the worst part.
Yo.
Here's the worst part is that the Minecraft movie, sorry, a Minecraft movie is now like one of the only movies to come out so far this year to actually hit its box office projections. Like,
Yeah.
like it's probably
It has not been a good year for
no,
movies.
it's been a good
has
year
it?
for movies. It's just movies haven't been doing
It
good in the
has
box
surprisingly. You just haven't been like the movie quality is going up, but like the movie revenue is not.
Yeah.
Oh.
But and apparently opening
Unfortunately.
weekend is all that matters nowadays. That's what decides whether or not a movie is a flop.
Well, because it's going to make the most amount of money opening weekend, so any day after that is just going to peter out less and less money.
Fair.
So last thing I want to throw into the mix here. Taylor and Merrick both work at a movie theater, but Taylor is out of state. During the Minecraft movie, you lucky luck boy.
I know.
But Merrick,
Oh Mo. Oh no.
what is the inside experience of working at a theater showing the Minecraft movie right
Oh,
now?
how many people have died in your theaters? I must know.
So during the showing of Minecraft in the theater, we have a lot of people just saying chicken jockey all the time, every day.
It didn't happen when we were going to watch it. Like our theater was actually pretty quiet.
because it was
Well, we went to go see it opening day, and that was before all hell broke
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah.
There are
Which
people
was-
who are just there are people
That was
who are waiting-
clairvoyance.
who are waiting for the chicken jockey scene, and they will just throw out all of their popcorn over the
I know,
room and
I've
just
seen the
dump out their
videos.
sodas.
Yeah.
There,
And take their shirt off and start
I was going to get to that.
killing people.
Oh yeah, go
no.
ahead, Merrick.
There was one.
What's so like?
There was one showing where like there was a big group that was being extremely noisy and clapping and cheering very loudly. One kid did take his shirt off in the middle of the movie.
What?
Oh no.
I mean, he's so real for that, though.
By kid, I
He's
don't
not,
mean
though.
child, I
He's
mean
not.
like high schooler.
Uh,
And
Has
the
anyone been kicked out for being too crazy in the Minecraft movie yet?
them.
That
Them?
okay.
Yeah, you know what? Understandable.
Wait, who kicked him out?
I forget.
The man,
Probably
one of them.
Manager.
probably
Okay.
one of the managers.
Merrick
yeah.
did.
Merrick
It
did
was-
and say he went in there and he said, "You
There's
guys,
no way
gotta
he would've.
Yeah, at gunpoint.
We've got
the hype if
At
chicken
Flint and
jockey
Steel.
is exceeding
at
maximum
Flint and Steel
levels."
point.
True.
we've
Bro has an
had
infinity bow on the ready.
at Tater Tot launcher point. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
No, Merrick did the movie theater thing. He came in, went down to the row, and then shined a flashlight directly into their face and said, y'all gotta go."
Yeah.
Yeah, the flashlight has a switch on it.
but working at
Not
the
good.
theater, I also have to occasionally clean the theaters between showings.
hmm
You poor soul.
It's people do throw popcorn at the chicken
Yeah.
jockey scene. There's just so much popcorn all the time, and
Savages.
not all the time I get help cleaning the
Yeah.
theater, so it's like
Oh.
just me and like the really bad ones too.
Uh,
And then I go and have to clean a Snow White theater, and there's nothing.
There's no one
No,
there.
nobody's
Mo, you are the
there!
first person to be relieved to walk into a Snow White theater.
Yeah, because no one was there before me.
Dude,
So, like, are the theaters that are at your theater, are they as bad as like the ones that I see like that are just fucking viral on my Instagram?
I
probably.
have not seen
I-
the ones on your Instagram. But
Don't
they're-
Oh, I'll
believe
Probably.
people
send.
are
Oh, I'll
bringing in.
send.
I don't believe people are bringing in live chickens to Merrick's
Well,
theater.
Well, no, it's not like that. But
Yeah.
like a lot of the videos that I see, like they feel staged almost
Yeah.
with the amount of bullshit that happens in them.
Probably. There
You know?
the other thing is that this movie is taking up so much real estate in theaters. Like, Kellen and I went
much.
this last this podcast is made up of a lot of them. Our last movie day we had, we went and saw 6 movies in one day, which is shocking that we were able to do that because every showing of the Minecraft movie, there were more showings of the Minecraft movie than there were every other movie combined at the
Yeah,
Valley Grand.
yeah.
I was gonna say
That's
because I think
it's doing well.
when we, yeah, I was gonna say because I think when we ended up going, there were 3 theaters that were seeing it, right?
There were
Yeah.
literally half
It was
of
an
the
ultra screen, a
theaters.
3D, and then just a regular.
Ha-
But
Yeah.
now it's half the
half
theaters.
the theaters
half,
at the Valley
half
Grand
of the theaters
were
are
playing Minecraft.
Jesus.
It was crazy.
What? How did the 3D look, Taylor?
You know, I enjoyed it. It just wasn't like, you know how you see some things in 3D and it like jump scares you or like, whoa, that was really cool. I didn't have really any of those moments. It was just
Well,
felt
Yeah.
so what
closer,
Jack
and I'm
Black
wasn't-
blind, so it
Fetch
helped. But
Dennis was funny in 3D.
yeah, what I like.
that was
the-
hilarious. Yeah.
It made all the really bad green screens of Jack Black soaring through the
Uh-huh.
air for one reason or another. It made them like a lot
That's
funnier.
deep and Jason
so
Momoa.
Yeah.
We So the thing I like about the way 3D is nowadays is that it's supposed to make it more immersive. I don't know if I want to be more immersed in this movie than I already have to be. Like,
Well, you can be because you can just play Minecraft.
true. I have Minecraft up on my up
the
on
most
my
real it's ever
PlayStation to
been.
play after we're done with this. Actually,
Wow, what a surprise! Isaac Core.
Yeah.
I-
All right.
oh,
I think we've
I-
torn this movie enough of a butthole.
Teddy wants
already.
one more
I-
Can I
thing.
jump in
So,
with one more thing?
Yeah.
I ain't got to say anything this entire time.
No
You're
one's
right.
stopping you.
He's in the Woodland Mansion treasure room,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he takes the diamond axe, finds the diamond sword, and then keeps the axe.
Yeah,
Which
he
he's
would've had
which
better
he then
Really?
uses to
shot with the
casually
sword.
parry an Enderman.
yeah, Jack Black's just bad.
Yeah, Jack Black sucks at Minecraft.
This little kid,
Why wouldn't he have taken
Ooh.
the sword?
no one accused him of being smart. They accused him of being creative, and they were wrong.
This is true.
Very bold choice, by the way, if I must say, to cast your main character, if you could call him that, with such a debilitating lisp. It was rather distracting at several
Yes,
points of the
I
movie.
agree.
Actually.
Yeah.
I agree.
Real. Like, it's not even a fact of like it's one thing if it's like a part of the character. Like part of it is
Yeah, like if the kids have had bullied him
Mhm.
for that, or like brought it up at some point, or like mocked him or something, like theoretically, like they did
Here's-
something like that,
Yeah, all they
The-
said was
it would have
Yeah,
added
but not
at
the other
least
thing-
said
by
math
the-
was
something.
Lost his
No.
jetpack.
By the way, these kids are like, you can't make a jetpack, and he goes, bet, and he fucking goes and builds one. Only reason it doesn't work is because these two kids are assholes, and they're still bullying him for it. Like, I'm sorry, do you know
Isaac.
rocket physics? Like, what the fuck?
Isaac, that kid's dad said math was debunked.
Oh, I forgot about that. Math was
Yeah, that was
debunked.
stupid.
I forgot about that shit. Oh.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the kid just didn't get enough screen time for me to like him.
Fair. No one did.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he was meant to be like the audience perspective, of like this discovering this world for the first time and like, wow, this is amazing. What's going on here? Or like he kind of was supposed to be the main character, but no, the main character was Steve, and he wasn't even the second main character because that was Jason Momoa.
Okay. Before we go to the ranking, hear me out on this crazy theory crafting video or fucking video idea that could make the movie better.
Anything?
The protagonist is silent, and the entire video is done first person like Hardcore Henry is.
So it's just the game.
It's just a let's play.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all we want.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't need General Chungus.
We did not need General
Yeah,
Chungus.
Big Chungus showed up.
By the way,
It's true.
fun fact,
Chungus.
the dude that voiced that character was the director of Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And this movie.
Chungus.
No,
Oh, he
Oh.
directed this too? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yup.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Oh well. All right.
Hey. Let's get to rankings.
Okay.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea. We've been yapping about this.
Penny, you should go first.
All right. I think I'm gonna give this one a 4. It was really bad, but I enjoyed making fun of it.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this like I think I'd give it like a either a high 3 or a low 4. I have to see where I put it actually, just to double check. I don't want to get caught in 4K here. Yeah, no, it's a 4. I'm gonna give this a 4 because this was definitely more fun than Captain America.
I'll give this movie a very high 3. It's really bad, and it's missing like a majority of like the things you need to have a story.
True.
And it feels like they just kind of forgot to do half of what was going on. They have plenty of like character arcs or character plots or personality traits or something that was like set up and meant to have a payoff somewhere, and then it just didn't. Like they forgot about it, literally crumpled it up and threw it in the trash can and never talked about it again. And maybe that was because of some reshoots or something that happened and they just kind of forgot about it, but I don't know. There's just a lot missing from this. That being said, it was just also like a crazy, stupid, fun, bad movie, so at least it's got that going for it.
I'm gonna also give it a very high 3, just because the experience was good, and that's what saved it. And also Dennis was cute, but the movie itself was just like I don't remember what happened besides like the memes.
Real.
I mean, fair enough. Eric?
I'm giving this a 4. It was a terrible movie. I had a great time watching
Yeah.
it. It doesn't need to be a
Yeah.
good movie to be a good movie. I
Oh,
enjoyed
true.
watching it. I was entertained. It was not a good
Mhm.
movie.
No, it was bad.
Dog, do you think
So-
I don't know that Scott Pilgrim versus the World is a bad movie? I have a lot of fun watching it though.
You're so real for that. So I will be the contrarian here. The movie gets a 5 for me.
That's fair.
Really?
Yes, it does. So, like I said, your guys' points stand in the terms of like the story is bad and everything. But I think Black's and Momoa's crazy overacting make it an entertaining experience.
You just
For
called
me-
him blacks, and I was really thrown off by that.
Jack
What do you
Black and
expect?
Jason
This guy is
Momoa.
good and plenty.
Yeah.
Blacks and Momoas.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Anyway, so they overact through the entirety of this movie for like no reason.
Every
And it's
single
on-
line.
Correct. And I think it's incredibly entertaining in a very bad way. Because, like you guys said, I don't remember jack shit about anything that happens in the movie besides the memes. And
No, his name is
Yeah.
Jack Black.
right. But I think that in of itself makes it at least a 5 for me. Because as Merrick said, I had a hell of a fun time watching the movie.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
It
Which
was good.
I cannot say for the last video game movie that Jack Black was in.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I
don't
think-
remind me.
I think
I know that hurt.
I think one of the biggest differences between Minecraft movie and the Borderlands movie is that Borderlands had like a story that they didn't follow, whereas Minecraft
Right, and
doesn't really
Yeah.
have a story.
Yeah.
right. So
Like,
throughout the
anymore.
entire Borderlands movie, I was pissed off because they weren't doing what they needed to do. And in the Minecraft movie, I knew there wasn't a story.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, whatever they decide to think up is probably okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
All right.
So
Right.
Well,
that's my 2 cents.
thank you
Fair enough.
everyone.
Yeah. Everybody for joining us here.
Absolutely.
Merrick, Tenny, Taylor, Alex, thank you for watching the Minecraft movie so you could be here in the first place. And thank you all once again for us all being here. We have a full house for this movie. That's the first on the channel. Thank you guys
Hell
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yay!
Merrick, Alex, and Penny, we will see you guys later as Taylor, Isaac, and I move into our next movie.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Catch you later,
Oh,
Villain's
no.
Head.
Stay. Taylor,
Taylor,
Yeah.
you get to stay with us for this.
Hey.
here.
I know. What are the odds, guys?
What are the odds? You told us like while we were recording.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Moving on, the three of us into our next movie of the night, The Woman in the Yard from Blumhouse. Isaac, take us away with the description, please.
There's a woman and she's in the yard.
You fucking ass. Read the thing.
Ramona becomes crippled by grief after her husband dies in a car accident, leaving her to care for her 2 children alone in her rural farmhouse. Her sadness soon turns to fear when a spectral woman in black appears on her front lawn, warning her today's the day. As the mysterious figure creeps closer and closer to the house, Ramona realizes she must protect her children from the evil woman who simply won't leave them alone.
Okay. So Isaac and I saw this together, so we already have a shaky idea of what we think about it. But we have no idea what
Yeah,
Taylor
so we would
thought
like to hear
about
your
it.
thoughts, Taylor.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want
I
Taylor
want
first?
Taylor, I want
First?
Taylor first
Yeah.
because this is like when we went and saw Boy Kills World, because you and Mo saw it first, so you guys gave me the floor first.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so we'll give
Fair
it to
enough.
Taylor.
We don't want to like double team up with her.
Yeah.
Okay. What did I think about it? Okay. It was not what I was expecting. Okay. I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to make a suicide awareness, call attention to suicide awareness. I see that it is apparent in the I mean, as like I don't mean like as a psychology major, but like as a psychology major, like I see what they were trying to do, and um I see how they were trying to basically take the mental disorder part of it and visualize it through this woman in the yard. But I don't know, I just like it was kind of like I don't know if you guys saw Wolfman, but that was
did.
another
Yeah.
one where I was like, I don't I feel like I'm not changed. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah,
I don't
the
feel
movie-
like much happened.
Well,
you
Here's the
know?
thing: it's a Blumhouse
yeah,
movie.
it's a Blumhouse movie.
They don't incite change.
No.
They're very
Right,
cheap horror
But
there
movies
has-
for cheap scares, and they don't try to
But
achieve
I
much.
wasn't scared though. That's
No.
the
Well,
other
no,
thing is
it
I
wasn't
wasn't
scary at
scared.
all.
No, it was. This movie was deeply confusing by the end of it. Like,
Okay, so
I mean-
I'm here. I
What
would
did
like to
we
take
think the
floor here.
ending
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry. Well, what was your question, Taylor?
I was gonna say, what did you guys think the ending meant? Because I thought the ending was like it is back. She didn't die.
No.
Like I didn't think that she died at the end, but some people
All right.
speculate she did.
No, see, this
This
is
is-
my thing.
This is leading directly into my point
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Good, awesome.
So I was very, very disappointed in this movie.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
it
agree.
started off really, really
It did.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was off the bat, I really liked the characters. I was I was mentally congratulating Blumhouse for finally having characters that act like real people.
Yeah.
Like
True.
the son like cooking eggs and putting Doritos in. He's like, I like it, whatever, come on. Like
Yeah.
the way that they were talking, they felt like real people, like actual conversations that people would have. But then and then it hits the the midpoint or the later last third of the movie, whatever. And like all this is ramping up, right? Like the woman's in the yard and she's like messing with the shadows and stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool that like her shadows will like interfere with the real stuff. She could drag the kids from while being outside and mess with them like that. That's a cool concept. But then we hit like the last third of the movie.
Once you hit the attic.
Yeah, once you hit the
Yes,
attic, and
that's
then
so true.
all that happens, and then the woman in the yard the woman in the attic, if you will, takes the kid, and then they go downstairs, and then there's a mirror in the safe, and then she goes into the mirror, and her husband's alive, but no, he's not. He's just backwards, because he's in the mirror dimension. And then she runs away, and then she is the woman in the yard, and then the woman in the yard is her. And then she takes her own daughter, and then she's out. And then
I mean, I did
she
like the
takes
loop
the
they
gun,
did though.
and then she takes the gun and goes to, and she puts it under her chin while the other kids go get help. And then the woman in the yard's like, I'm the part of you that wants to kill yourself, and I'm here to help you kill yourself. And then she puts the barrel under her chin, and then it cuts to outside, and it's silent, and then she walks out, and the kids come back for some reason, and then they go inside, and then it pans over, and it's got her painting, and her name is backwards.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
what? So my thing that I've made very, very clear on this channel is I really hate it when movies get metaphorical out of nowhere.
Yes.
Okay, if you're making like this
Mhm.
big like art house like whatever movie, like fine, because like it's billed that way, and like you're kind of expecting to not really understand it. You're trying to pick out the metaphor of the movie, like what this thing represents or what that like whole scene was meant to be, whatever. But if you have like a coherent storyline narrative from the beginning, and then just right at the end you switch up into some kind of metaphor, and then it like doesn't, like it's not a story, like the story has stopped. You're not telling a story anymore. You're not like showing me a movie. It just switches into like some, it's just all like some, oh, it's kind of abstract now. I'm like, well then why is it abstract now? Now I don't know what's happening.
They could have taken out that whole part where it's like, oh, she is her and all that and blah blah and all of that. They could have taken all of that out and could have just had it where she took the girl, they went down, they saw her about to get dragged away, she was about to get dragged away, they save her, she tells her son to like go with your sister and all that, and
run to the neighbor's house.
Then
and
they
get
have
help.
the scene with the
Mhm.
then they have the scene with the woman. Like, they did not need all the extra shit. There's
just two.
And the thing is, it took away from the whole, like, I enjoyed the part where you found out that she was the one who basically caused the husband to die. And, like, that's what caused all of her grief. Like, I enjoyed that. But it got
that was a great reveal, because
that was great.
It was grief, guilt, and it's like, I really liked, aside from all the the other random stuff they did, I really liked the scene where like she's in the room alone with the woman, and she's like, you sat here every morning and you prayed for strength, and she's like, yeah, the strength to go on. She's like, no, you didn't, that's not what you were asking for. And like,
Mhm.
I liked that. I thought that was a really cool
Yeah.
moment where she's like, I am helping you have the strength to do this. And like, she's showing her pictures of like her children when they grow, like what they're gonna be like when they grow up, like without her.
Yes, I like that.
Like, I thought that was
Mhm.
very well done. And like I'm pretty sure, I am solid in my belief that the movie ends with she killed herself. She did. And this is like her like afterlife or whatever. Like, like she's just imagining a world like where, her dog, her kid, she has her kids. The big giveaway for me is the dog isn't dead. Like, I'm sorry to burst that bubble, Taylor.
But Ugh. I knew they always
See-
do that. They always fucking do that. Every time there's a dog, they always have to kill it. It's so
It's
frustrating.
a good way to establish
think-
to establish danger in a horror movie without actually killing a main character.
Yeah, I think if you're going
That's
to
more
try
horrific.
and make a movie with a coherent storyline, I don't think the ending should be some kind of philosophical mystery.
Yeah,
You know what
Well,
I mean?
that's
Like,
what I was
what does
trying to
it
get to.
really mean?
Was that like yeah, well, what I was trying to get to was the whole point about the whole fact that her grief comes from she basically was the cause of her husband's death was so
Yeah.
lost in the ending. And it could have
Right?
had such a really good solid family bonding like,
yeah.
oh shit, guys, I killed your dad basically, but
Honestly-
I'm choosing to be your mother now and take care of you instead of wallowing in my grief. But it didn't
Yeah.
hit.
So, like, I like ambiguous endings,
Yes.
right? But you can't do it
Not
like
this.
the way this is, because it's not ambiguous as like, oh, did she kill herself or not? It's ambiguous as like, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened? What's with the mirror dimension? I don't understand that. Is that like the life that she wants? Is that the hypothetical life if she does or kill herself, or is that the life, her afterlife? Is that her after she kills herself? Is
one
this like
point-
what it would have if she stayed? I don't know what it's supposed to be. So that reveal that she's in the mirror dimension, I don't know what the mirror dimension means. It's not. It was Doctor Strange or whatever. What would be so much better is if she's in the barn or whatever, the garage, and the woman in the yard is helping her with the gun, right? And there's the wipe, and she disappears, and it's just her holding the gun under her chin, right? And it either cuts to black and ends there, so you don't know if she does it or not,
Yes.
or
Yep.
gunshot sound effect and cut to black
Yeah.
and movie over,
And you don't know if she shot herself or missed.
or something like right, like so
Yeah.
either like gunshot and she does kill herself, or just cut to black before anything happens. So then it's just
Mhm.
left up like, ooh, because like what would happen if, you know, well, here's the options
Yeah.
and this and that. Because like I like movies where you still have questions at the end, like, oh, it could have gone this way, it could have gone that way. You know, like
Well, that's the
like
ambiguous
that's at the
ending. It's like a
end at the-
choose your
end
own
at the
ending.
crossroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like
Like,
movies,
I believe that she would have
Yeah,
done this, or I
movies
believe
that
she
do it
did kill
well
herself or
are
something.
things like Slingshot
But-
or like
Yeah, Slingshot, very good ending that leaves you with questions.
like things like
Um,
that, or like even Rent-A-Pal, like leaves you with things where it's
Rent-A-Pal
like
Mm-hmm.
things
Yes.
leaves you with
things like
if this then
yeah,
that kind of
that kind of stuff is like that. But like in my mind, I feel like you're sitting there like, what the fuck? But like I'm fairly certain it's just she's dead. Like, but they don't have that in that, and it's like I even had a moment like
if she's
about
dead, why
halfway
is she in
through
the
where
mirror
I'm
dimension?
sitting here like, oh shit, this is like her, like this is something like some like physical manifestation, like you know the movie Lights Out, where it's like the woman,
Mhm.
like it's her childhood friend, and like she latched onto her and like she kills herself
Yeah.
so that one goes away. I thought that's where it was kind of going at one point, where it's like this is some sort of
like the woman in the yard's like trying to take the kids, so she kills herself to save them.
like
or-
that kind
Yeah.
of thing, like
That
she's
makes
connected to
sense.
her, but like because that's where I was thinking it was going at one point. Because then there's the part where you have the reveal and that woman popped up in the fucking back seat of the car. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's why they crashed, because she saw her in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Well, I don't think that's why she crashed. I think that was more just like, again, another metaphorical
yeah,
physical thing, because she would have no reason to have all that guilt and wanting to kill herself
Yeah.
if her husband was right there in the seat.
fair. It's no this movie. You hit the nail on the head. It's very good, strong start. I liked a lot of what was happening in this movie.
I liked the mom and the older son. They were great actors. Like I was like
Mhm.
watching
I
like
even
all the
liked the little
scenes.
girl.
Yeah, all the scenes with the son when he has the gun, like he goes full in,
Yeah,
like
he's
him,
good.
like when his mom is like confessing that she was responsible for the crash and she was the one driving. And he had the gun and in the doorway. Like I had the thought, I'm like, I'd like to see this kid in more stuff. He's a pretty decent actor,
he is.
actually, for being as
Mhm.
young as he is. And the mom too was acting really great. But then immediately after that, you get lost in like the metaphorical like slurry of like you have lost all narrative. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Like you lost me, and you lost half of the high school teenagers going to see this with their girlfriends as well. Like
Yeah.
you lost them. I'm sorry.
I liked all like the scenes. Like there was like they even had a jump scare that legitimately got me. Like it actually did. There's the scene where he goes out to the car himself and like
Yeah.
she's like messing around and then like he turns to the mirror and she like like she's like
Was she hurt?
you know what I mean? Like she's like screaming in the mirror and she's like trying like reaching out to the mirror.
Isaac, don't lie to our audience. That didn't scare you because of the woman in it. You got scared because you're scared of mirrors because of
True.
Mothman.
I legitimately had I'm not even kidding. There was one movie. I'm gonna have to have Taylor watch it. I'm gonna have to have you watch it too.
I've watched
There was
it.
a Mothman movie that my stepdad watched forever ago while we were all living together and all that. And fucking it made me irrationally afraid of mirrors for a while because that's how
Oh.
he would kill people. Like you would see his glowing red eyes in the mirror, and then he'd reach out through the mirror and fucking kill your ass. Like it was kind of terrifying.
Nice.
Like as a kid, as an adult, it's stupid as shit. But like as a kid, that made me terrified of mirrors. I couldn't look in a mirror like directly for a while.
Yeah, so I thought it was a really competent movie. Like I was about halfway through the movie when I thought, "Oh damn, does Blumhouse have like a W on their hands for once in their life?"
Real.
And no, they didn't, because they fucking dropped it at the end. Because like
It sucks that even when they have a good idea, they still find a way to fuck it up. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, they could have gotten so much farther. Like literally up until the point where she's got the gun under her chin, they still had an opportunity to save the movie, and they didn't. They just kept going and made it more confusing and I'm just lost, man. Like you lost me a long time ago and you couldn't get me back.
Yeah, it's really sad to see it because like there's a lot that Blumhouse does that is good. There is good. They've had W's in the past. It's just they've really just started throwing money at stuff, and it's
Well, I mean, no, they haven't, because they make movies really, really cheap.
I guess,
so
fair.
They take out their pocket book. They take out their little coin purse and drop a couple pennies in the wishing well, and then make something.
You know what? This movie actually, like the somewhat kind of premise of it, or like the way it works. You know what movie it reminds me of? An actual good Blumhouse horror movie? Hush. It's someone outside messing with someone inside.
Was that Blumhouse?
Hush was Blumhouse.
Huh. Yeah, Hush was great.
Hush is a great
Hush
movie.
was fantastic.
If you haven't watched Hush, Taylor, we're gonna have you watch that movie. It's phenomenal.
Yes, watch it with me.
It is phenomenal.
So real quick, because I hate describing other movies in the podcast. It's basically a home intrusion movie. There's a guy outside this lady's house trying to break in and kill her. But she's deaf.
Yes.
Oh,
Hence why it's called
Can't
Hutch.
hear
That's a great
everything that he's doing
idea.
out there.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
that's really good.
and there's like, but she's deaf, and like that may not be the drop, but like they really lean into that in very creative ways,
Yeah.
and it's actually very, very good.
It is. It is a
That sounds really
yes,
good.
it is. But like it like this movie started having with because it's like just a lady outside and like she's just sitting there. She actually doesn't start fucking with them like till she's already been out there for a while. She just got closer.
Right.
And yeah, the chickens are dead
Yeah.
and the dog is gone. But beyond that, she hasn't touched them.
Were the chickens really
at
dead?
all.
Was that real?
Yes,
Yeah,
the chickens were dead.
I
Yeah,
thought
Really
so.
did
Yeah,
real.
there was
Yeah.
blood all over
Wait,
the
if-
coop.
well-
So,
That's true. I don't know.
so like,
So was her like guilt so strong it became real, or was the whole movie not really happening?
no. What I'm figuring is she was praying, and attracted some sort of entity that
Nope.
came in and did this.
Nope, it's a part of her. It's part of her. It's the parts of her that are scary. It's her doubts, her
I thought it was a
Will-
manifestation of her like guilt and the thing that's driving her to suicide. Like that's how I
Yeah.
read it.
like it's not an outside entity attaching to her. Like it's
Maybe.
something.
Hold on one sec.
No, not maybe. They said. She said, "I'm the scary parts." That's why they had the whole metaphor about cutting out and changing the scary parts.
Oh, I missed that. I just thought she was just some sort
She's
of
like, "I am the scary
being.
parts." No, she's not a outside being. Like she's a manifestation of herself. So her guilt was so grand that it came to life and tried to kidnap her kids and kill her.
Now,
I think it's because it was working her way up to like she wanted to kill herself, but it was shown in killing other things first, I think to build up to that.
maybe.
Maybe.
There's a lot of maybes I don't knows to this
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah, because like the whole reason why the boy even said, because that's the other thing is that like she's there. Either nothing. Either it is. Because see, here's my problem with that is that it's either she is a physical thing that exists,
That is manifested for real,
or
like
nothing, or the entire movie
movie's
is just in
not
her
real.
head, or a dream or something. There's no in between because like there are several scenes in order for them to even exist or happen. It has to be that way because like you can't even spin it as oh no like. Because the other thought I had in my head that was like, oh, that would be really good is that like if the woman in the yard, until they had a scene where you saw both of them, like you saw the kids. Well, no, because I thought it would be like, oh, I see, oh, so it was her the whole time, okay, and then I was like, well, no, it's not. It's not her. It's not like a, you know, what would you call it? Like a schizophrenic break where it's like she realizes that she's the one been doing all this.
Oh,
terrorizing her family?
I've been tormenting my own kids the whole
Yeah.
time, and I was separating
But that's
myself
physically
from mine.
impossible to have happened
What-
because he went outside. The kid got the jump scare and everything. The jump scared me. And then that woman is the only reason why he even confronted his mom about the accident in the first place.
What I was thinking is that I was expecting this to go kind of like a Rumpelstiltskin route, where like she had, like called out to something to say like, "Oh, please save me from this car wreck or something, whatever the cost." And she lived she had made some kind of like promise or deal on her kids' lives or something. Because that was the whole like, I don't come unless I'm called, like, today's the day.
Hmm.
So, like, it was just some kind of like ethereal being come to collect,
Yeah,
but no, it was just some kind of metaphor for suicide.
Yeah, you
I
said
guess.
that your original thought as to what this movie was gonna be was a lot cooler than what the movie ended up being.
Yeah.
Because you were like, because your original thought, you said, yeah, like you said, it was that she like was, you know, praying or asking someone to, you know, she was all stressed out and everything, and she's like, just take it all away.
Oh yeah, like yeah, just get it at like Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Like get this kid away from me. I don't
Mhm.
want to deal with this anymore. I'm so sad about my husband. I'm so overstressed out. I just want them all to just go away. And then
Mhm.
the lady comes to okay, yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him. Today's the day. I'm coming to take your
Yeah.
kids. Because
And
they
then
in the
she's like,
trailer they
"Wait, I
kind of
don't
make
want
it.
that."
Yeah. She's like, no, I really do love my kids, and then the power of love defeats her or whatever. Like I thought it was gonna be something like that, and then they just kind of like made it into an amorphous blob of an ending.
I mean, there's also the fact that the woman, I hate that they need to
In the
do
yard.
this all the time, where they make it, they have a scene where they make the husband seem like the bad guy for wanting to have a family together. Like,
She was just mad that she couldn't go to work and she had to stay home and not do anything.
yes,
Dude, I would. That's what I want.
Grr.
What do you
You
I
mean?
wanted
live-
to work for Mr.
you live on a giant ranch house. Like that. That
No.
sounds fucking
No.
cool.
I hate living I hate owning a bunch of land where my husband and children and I are happy with all the fucking flowers that I love everywhere. I wanted to work for Mr. McGillicuddy making widgets in the widget factory for minimum wage.
She was like, I can't paint. Bitch, you have a whole ass studio.
Yes,
You
yeah.
have all day to paint. What was her fucking stipulation? What, washing dishes and feeding the chickens and then you can have all day to paint?
He even was like, you can paint.
It's like, I can't paint no more. And I'm like, why? Because you don't work at Samsung headquarters anymore? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your AT&T sales rep job, you had to give that up. So, your entire family could be happy. Like sacrifices, those things that parents make for their, what do they call them? People they love.
Right.
Yeah.
Shut up, movie.
It always makes me immeasurably angry because they put it in the movie and they're they're right, where it's just like, I don't like that it's a common thing now for women to be angry about being mothers. Like,
Taylor, you're the woman, so you have to be the one to respond to that.
God forbid I want children.
yeah, like,
Like,
Yeah, how
hello.
dare
yeah,
you?
God forbid I
you're
want a
You're
family.
treated as a freak
You
because
monster.
because you want to have a family.
Well,
Like-
Taylor,
That's
How are
my
you-
goal in life, actually. Sorry.
how are you supposed to be a CEO girl boss who's unhappy and drinks box wine for lunch then, if that's the case?
Oh no, my dream of Franzia box wine. No.
But no, this movie
So
just really
sad.
fell off in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm really disappointed because I was really fucking with it in the first half. Because I really liked the characters, I really liked the acting, and they felt like, and the dialogue was really great. The scene where the son's like throwing the ball against the wall, and the mom snaps at him, and then she
Mm,
turns and
yeah,
starts
pissed
yelling
as
at the
fuck.
daughter, and I was
The
I was
R goes the
"Man,
other
that
way.
like I would have been like, dude, if I was the kid, I would stand up like, hey, you're mad at me, don't take this out on her. Like I would. Like I started having like moments like I wouldn't let that slide.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I get it, but you're also my mom, so it's like, come on, you gotta pick yourself up. Like, I get you're sad, but
I-
come on.
There's other
I have
people who
heard of
defend that
people.
against
Well,
it.
yeah, I've heard of people. Their parent goes through a loss, and then they have to step up and be the parent. So I thought that
Right. They
trope,
could have.
like, it was a great representation.
Yeah.
Not that I've had that personal experience, so I can't speak for other people, but from what I've heard
no, it
from other
exists. It
people, that
absolutely
was a
does.
great. Yeah,
They
that's a
could have.
great
Yeah, they could have like delved
thing.
deeper into that. Like the son could have like snapped, like gone off on the mom on a tangent. Like I've had to keep this. I make the breakfast now. I have to wake you up in
Mhm.
the morning.
That's why
I have to get her ready for school.
That's why I liked the moment. I honestly wish the movie would have just ended where when you have the scene looking at the garage, you just get the gunshot. Because I think it would have made it good. because it made sense. Because like the entity or whatever is showing her the pictures of they'll be okay. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, because the son is gonna take care of his sister. He's gonna
Yeah.
take care of
Yeah.
his sister.
Yeah, maybe they go on to college and to be successful, because in your memory, like, oh, my mom.
Or either that,
say
or
that
it's
'cause
I
whatever.
don't want to end
Or-
up like my mom. Like
You could just be a better mom.
Yeah.
You can teach them better discipline. You can strive for better goals for your kids. You can build them up instead of
What's
just
that like?
letting them.
you can cut that out. Please cut that out. Actually.
Yeah. I don't know. That's also that would have been a better awakening.
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't
Oh,
need me
awakening?
to kill myself to get me out of the. They don't need me to kill myself so that they can have a better life. Like, I can make myself a better person to give them a better life. They can still have that with me. Like she could have fought back against that.
Yeah.
Like, I can be the change. That's not
Mhm.
the pictures that the lady makes, and so they're like, oh, the future, here's them graduating. It's like you can make that happen with you still
Yeah.
here. That's not only possible if you kill yourself.
It's
Exactly.
It's like you can make positive change in your life. I don't know, there's just so much about this. It's just like, yeah,
There's so much that
like,
could have been.
yeah.
like, you could have done this. Like, you could have like I wish the mom was a better person.
Yeah.
And I wish she was written in a way where she was willing to become a better person.
Yes.
Like, even if it's like, no, I regret that. No, you're wrong. No, I've been praying to have the strength to kill myself, but then actually faced with it and like looking at my children who, still love and rely on me, I actually don't want that. Like, I want to stay and be here for them.
Yeah.
Like, I changed my mind, kind of thing. But you don't really get that, and if you do, no, you don't, because she's in the mirror dimension. Remember?
Yeah. It's just
Right.
yeah. Whatever.
don't
I
get
think
it.
we've been yapping about this for a bit longer than it deserves.
It was a good yap. It was
Yeah,
a good
yap though.
delve
It's
into
not. We
it,
don't
though.
get to have
Debrief.
Taylor.
Yeah.
We don't get to have Taylor on the podcast very often, so we want to keep her around as long as we can.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, you guys, stop.
Taylor, why don't you start us off as we move into the rankings here?
Okay. I think I'm gonna give it a. Oh gosh, I would say a high 4 because it's not something I would watch again. It is not something I feel the need to see again.
Agreed.
But the first half and the premise was good, and I enjoy talking about what could have been, but just the ending was so lackluster and disappointing. It was hard to walk out of there feeling satisfied.
It took the words right out of my mouth. I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 10. It's perfectly mid.
Mhm.
Like, I will never see this again willingly. Like, I don't feel any. I'm very conflicted because it started off so strong, but then they just dropped the ball so hard into the a blurry, metaphorical, maybe this happened, maybe that happened, maybe none of it's real, what's actually real, but also it's in the mirror dimension, remember? I keep saying that because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You
But
Yeah.
yeah, the way you just
know.
said that is exactly why I'm giving this movie a 5. Like, normally a 5 is reserved for movie made me feel nothing. I sat there and stared at a screen for an hour and a half. Like that's what a 5 is. But this movie wasn't that. It's just the two sides of it were like it was a 6 and then it got worse. Like, but then the first half is a 6 and the second half is a 4. So we meet in the middle and it's a 5. Like,
yeah, it's like the good, the
Ooh.
bad aspects of it are balancing out the good aspects. They're
Yeah.
counteracting it, rather than just the whole movie being a just whatever.
yeah, it's just this movie was kind of disappointing. It really was. Like, there's no other way to say it. It just kind of, it started really good. It sucked me in, and then it lost me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really did.
Tragedy.
Uh,
All right. That'll wrap that up. Taylor, thank you once again for joining us for a little extra movie we weren't expecting.
yes, thank you,
Yes,
Taylor.
thanks for having me.
We
sure.
missed you. We can't
Yes.
wait for you to come home.
I
Hey,
miss you guys.
You're gonna be in so many episodes this summer when you're back.
There's one I'm really
Yes.
hoping for that we're gonna have to talk about later, but I'm hoping we can make it happen.
Is
Sure.
it what I think it is?
Probably.
Someone gonna say it?
Is the How to Train Your Dragon movie?
Oh, that's not what I was thinking, but yes.
Oh, really?
100%.
I'm hoping that we can get it in 40x when we take our trip down to Six
Oh.
Flags.
That would be great.
yeah.
I'm hoping that it's
That would be
in
great.
40x.
It all depends
That'd be
when we go.
magical.
And if it's in the
All depends
40x,
when we
but
go.
I'm really hoping. Like, that would be hype as shit. I wouldn't even care if the movie is bad. Like, it would just be fun.
Okay, thanks guys.
Bye,
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 Taylor.
Taylor.
Bye.
All right, our last movie of the night is A Working Man, starring Jason Statham. Isaac, would you like to take us away here?
Levon Cade left behind a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life of working construction. However, when human traffickers kidnap his boss's daughter, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he ever could have imagined.
Okay, so let's just say the quiet part out loud. It's a Jason Statham movie. They're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same. It's just, dude, honestly, this, like, that description is not much far off from Beekeeper. Like,
Yeah, somebody takes, well, instead of somebody kills the person he cares about, somebody kidnaps the person he cares about.
yeah, it's just Taken, but with Jason Statham and not his daughter,
Yeah.
his boss's daughter.
Yeah, it's true.
But no,
It's
it's pretty simple, honestly. Like, it's just an action movie, really. Like, we can't just sit
true.
here and
It's a
applaud
Jason
it.
Statham action movie. That's it. I will give it props though. It's exactly what everyone thought it was going to be, and that's probably why the theaters were packed.
Yeah,
Like this movie is doing like rounds, and it's because like
Yeah.
everybody already knows what they're in for when they go into it, and
yeah.
they get what they want to get.
Honestly, the amount of movies we watch and the amount of movies we go into being like, we kind of don't know what this is. It's so
Yeah.
nice to. Thank you, Jason Statham, for being predictable. Like, it's so nice. That
I know
he's so predictable.
exactly what I'm getting.
I know
every
exactly what to
single time.
expect out of
Thank
you.
you.
Like,
I have
you are.
seen, I'm gonna say maybe 4 Jason Statham movies in theaters now, and they're all exactly the same, exactly what I thought they were gonna be. I saw Working Man, Beekeeper, and I saw both of the Meg movies in theaters.
Right. I only ever saw the second one in theaters.
Yeah.
But I've seen more Jason Statham movies in theaters. Nope. We missed one. Operation Fortune.
Oh, he was in that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. It's a Guy
Yeah.
Ritchie movie.
Oh yeah,
Of
he
course
put
he
up the
is.
newspaper and just punched him in the face. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about
It's a
that.
Guy Ritchie movie. Of course, Jason Statham's
And it
in
was,
it.
yeah. It was pretty much what you were. That was pretty much what you were expecting as well. Yeah, Jason Statham. You know exactly what you're going to get.
He has made a career on making the same movie in every movie he's in. Like he's the same character in every movie. Even in the Fast and
I
Furious movies that he's in, he's still the same dude.
I want to see like next year it's Jason Statham the movie and it reveals that like every single other movie he's been in, it's just been him changing his name and like backstory, and he's just going through and doing all this stuff.
It's like
He's like-
Quantum Leap or something, where it's just like, except
It's like I go where I'm needed, and then he
but no, it's
fights
like
whoever he needs to
I've
fight.
even watched all the Transporter movies as well, and they're the same thing. It's like he's a very consistent action actor, and you can tell he loves what he does. That's the nicest thing. Is like you can tell he loves it. Otherwise, he would do other stuff.
Mhm.
But,
I mean, I gotta give him like some props. Like some of the action and like stuff that he did was kind of cool. Like when the thugs show up at the construction grounds and he just whips out the pickaxe and beats them up with that and concrete
Yeah.
powder. That was pretty cool.
He
and
turned
when he
that
ti-
one
when
dude
he-
white.
He did, yeah. Yeah. And then he tied the guy's chair to the wall and like tilted
Oh,
him over
yeah.
the pool. And he had like a oh, I don't know what it was. He had some kind of pole object, a knife,
Yeah.
something that was holding it tight. So all he had
Yeah.
to do was just like pull it out, and you would just fall into the pool and drown.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff in that regards was pretty cool, but like
Oh, yeah.
you know he's gonna do some kind of cool stuff.
I really liked that there was one aspect to this that's a little different than the other ones. That's kind of like what the Equalizer had for a quick sec, like the first one, where it's like dude who is trying his best to not be the man he once was, and then something happens. And like he's like he literally just goes he literally like he goes to see David Harbour, I believe that was.
Yeah.
And he's like And he's like, he's like, you know, if you do this, you can't take any half measures. Like, you need to be all in on it. Like, you need to go back to doing it again. You can't leave anything. You can't hesitate, basically. And he does. Yeah. He goes like right into it. The one thing I wasn't expecting with this movie was the time frame on it. I wasn't expecting it to be like this takes him like
it was like
days.
It was like a week or something, like 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah, like most of the movies like this, it's like nonstop action. Like, a lot of movies are really good like that. Like, I think it's the third John Wick movie. That's like, that whole movie takes place in like 2 days. Maybe.
Well,
maybe
yeah,
not even.
because the second one ends with like him getting a hit put out on him.
Yeah.
And then like all of the world is trying to kill
John Wick. I need to rewatch
it's
John
a fun
Wick.
series.
It's great.
We'll watch it. We'll rewatch it for Ballerina coming out this year.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
And then we gotta rewatch all the Mission Impossibles, and then
we're gonna make Alex watch all of them. That's what we should do. We should make Alex watch all of them and watch the new one.
Yeah.
Hopefully
The fun part is you get to watch all the Final Destination movies, and then we both get to watch all the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies now, because they're making new movies for those.
I will say that is the nice thing about remakes and sequels coming out nowadays, is that we have a reason to watch these movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like, because while we watch a lot of movies, there are some movies you just kind of need to be in the mood for. I have at least 5 movies I know of right now that I have owned for more than 4 years and have not watched a single one of them.
Yeah, Free Guy?
No, I have. I've seen it several times.
Oh, now you've seen it. Okay.
I've seen it quite a couple times.
Lie.
No, like I've owned, like, there are several movies on my movie shelf that I'm just like, I bought this for a while ago. Still haven't watched it, especially after we found out Mojo's. Shout out Mojo's. Like there are a lot of movies I bought from that. Still haven't watched them.
Anyways, A Working Man.
A Working Man. Again, it's exactly what you expect. I liked some of the other characters. I thought they had really good bad guys in this. I thought they were like eccentric enough and like kind of like they were seedy enough where you were like, okay, yeah, fuck these people. Like,
I mean, they were stealing and selling women, so
true.
Kind of easy to say fuck these guys.
True. They're like. Also, the two like main people in this, like the people that kidnapped the girl and everything, they are lucky so many times throughout this movie. Like so many. Like they were about to kill her. And like they were like literally a second away from pulling that trigger, and then they got the phone call. Like, well, I don't want the girl to die. It would have been kind of funny just to see like they shoot her, and it's just like, hey, we need the girl. Because that was the other thing. Go ahead.
I gotta say, like, I felt a little bit thrown off by the direction they were taking, because it was kind of unclear who the final, like, big bad guy was meant to be. They have Demi, I think, who was kind of set up to be the big bad guy because he was in charge of the whole operation of kidnapping the girl.
Yeah.
But then they kill him off early, and then before he even saves her. So then, well, I guess like the two like incompetent goons who were in charge of taking her in the first place were the last ones.
Yeah, it was.
But then but then they just kind of like they wrestle with them, and then they both kill them. But then he's still got to fight through like two more guys after the fact. And then there's like this other guy who's like the grandfather or the father of the, and then he's just like, and then he calls somebody else, and somebody else tells him, hey, just let it go, and then he lets it go.
Honestly, you just basically summed up how mafias work. like it's just one dude after the next.
Yes, I'm aware, but my point is like movies like this typically you end with like the guy who's in charge of everything. You end with the head honcho. You save him for last. Yeah. Kind of just like killed people randomly, sporadically on the totem pole, and then they ended with killing the bottom of the pole, and then the top, and then one of the tops on the pole just gave up. Yeah, and like you never even met the guy.
Well, I liked that part though, where they give up because of the fact. Like I liked the line, like I think they said the devil has gotten his like what he came for. And now, like he's done with us, basically. Like he, like no, I would rather he would continue to dismantle their organization if he would have just kept going.
Right, I'm just saying, like the pacing of the placement
it is weird.
And the taking out of them is very weird.
Especially with how short this movie. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, this wasn't as short as other movies we saw today.
Cause my bladder was well aware of how not short this was.
Yeah, it was 2 hours. Oh, like just shy of 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Which is kind of long for a Jason Statham film, to be honest.
True. Like kind of long for a Jason Statham movie without giant sharks.
True.
Anyways, all right, we've talked plenty on this already.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same as every other Jason Statham movie. Let's just head on into the rankings. I'm gonna give this an even 5 out of 10. It's exactly what you think it is, and nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. I'm also gonna give it a 5. Actually, normally I give movies like this a 6, but I felt myself being kind of bored by it in the theater. I know I was expecting it, but like even when what I'm expecting is happening, I still usually have a good time, like I did with Beekeeper and those other ones. But like it's just kind of, I don't know, this one felt a little less coherent There wasn't a lot of weight to a lot of what was happening either. Like, it was just kind of flashy
bit.
action for flashy action's sake.
It's true. All right, that should wrap this up here and wrap up the podcast as well. Isaac, would you like to give our viewers a little sneak peek at what we will be looking at next time?
So next time, we should have the movie Hell of a Summer, new Finn Wolfhard movie. He made his own movie, and so it was exciting to see that. We will have the movie Death of a Unicorn, and then we will also have Black Bag, the new I forget her name actually. The chick from Borderlands that we didn't like her in Borderlands. She's in this.
Kate Blanchett.
Thank you. Exactly. But yeah, that should be what we're looking at for next time.
Cool. Awesome. Anyways, guys, be sure to subscribe because it really helps us out, keeps us going back to the theaters and bringing these videos back here to you. Be sure to check out our Letterboxd on screen now. And until next time, guys, that's a wrap.
Roll credits.